And I actually cried when I listened to the record back.
But we do need to cry sometimes. That was your body trying to heal, I feel.
Right. I was like, I can't release this.
What is good, wishers? Welcome back. I am your host, Morgan Ashley, and this is Indie Tuesdays, a show where every week we come across up-and-coming artists, and I get the chance to chat it up with them. This week, my Indie Tuesday artist is a small-town songwriter, singer, producer, who is transcending the limits of mainstream pop. Please welcome Sadye.
Hi.
Hi. Thank you for being on my show.
Thank you for having me.
I love this. I've been able to get a little snippet of your music here and there, and I love what I'm hearing so far. It is a different, unique sound.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
But yeah, I was gonna say I love that. I love that it's your own tone. And girl, you got a high register, okay? That is tough. I love it though. It's good. It's very clean. Her vocals are clean, but they're high and they're awesome.
That's a nice compliment. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've struggled in the past.
Well, there is always growth when it comes to music, and
yes,
it's awesome. But what I've read about the description of your music is that you write with depth and heart, but also that comes along with the topics of being heavy and dark, which I think is a great mixture, especially when you get the chance to listen to songs like Biblical or Dark Side.
Yes.
Or like your upcoming latest single, Pretty Traumatized.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk a little bit more about that. What inspired the title of Pretty Traumatized?
I think the song honestly kind of came about as an accident. Like, I think I usually write from a very personal place, so it's not like I go in trying to write something dark, but I think I haven't done a lot of therapy in my life, so I've tried to work through things creatively, and
music tends to be an outlet, whether we know it or not. It is definitely a therapeutic outlet.
Yes,
so.
I feel like it hasn't been like therapeutic in the sense of like when I write about things, I don't necessarily feel better about them afterwards, but it is like helping me process things while I'm writing and creating music about it. But yeah, I think someone in the room said Pretty Traumatized, and then I just had the idea and I just kind of rolled with it really quickly. And then afterwards, when I listened back to the song, I actually was sort of upset. Like, did I make fun of myself and my experiences? Like, I felt like it was too light. And I actually cried when I listened to the record back.
But we do need to cry sometimes. That was your body trying to heal, I feel.
Right. I was like, I can't release this. I'm like making a joke of everything I've been through. But I actually, as I sat with it, I thought like that was kind of like what was so great about the song and what really like resonated with people when other people slowly listened to it. Like people on my team, I would play it for friends and they were like, this is great because it's not this like heavy song about something so serious, so it kind of like lets you shake the weight of the thing off. It's
a nice mix of having like a sarcastic tone lyric wise, but it ends up being a form of therapy, so it's definitely something that we all thrive off of. I feel like whether we like to say it or not, I feel like we do. It's just something that's how we deal with things. We kind of make you don't have to, but I know one of the ways I get through hard times is making light of it in a certain tone.
I've always dealt with heavy things with humor, and I don't know how to not be sarcastic. So in that way, it's like it wasn't like we're like, let's try to be clever. It was just like, that is my
this is it right here.
Yeah. I'm just sarcastic usually all the time, so
it's a gift.
Exactly.
But you have that talent alongside of writing catchy modern melodies with the edgy pop production. Now, was that something you specifically sprung into, or was that put together with the producers of the song, Mike Green and Nico
Sadye. Yeah, they're geniuses. I love them.
Yes.
And they're great. Like, I think I'm able to really relax in the studio with them, which is why the songs come out so great, because I can really just kind of sit there and be pensive and like think about, you know, what I want to write. And then I also think, like, I always say, like, I think it was Pharrell that said this, actually, and I always repeat it, so I'm not going to take the credit. But he said, like, music is, like, channeling more than it's creating, like, creative output. Like, you're kind of, like, the satellite. Like,
Okay.
So I'm just, like, I need to sit and just chill in a room.
That makes sense, though,
for, like, ideas to kind of get flowing. So they just have the greatest energy. And I feel like I'm relaxed in the room, and I can write
And
just easily and personally.
You write from your truth, and that's a big part. It's hard for people in general to talk about their vulnerabilities, but the fact that you can make a song out of it and write from your truth speaks volumes.
Yeah, I actually, like, I've tried to write more from a concept and, like, take a different approach, and I just, for myself, found that, like, the records were just never as strong. Like, I'm just bad at that type of writing. Like, I have to write from a personal place. The songs are just better for me, typically, so it's not even necessarily, like, a choice. I'm just like, these are the better songs, because, like, I guess I'm just tapping into something that's more authentic, so
it feels real. It feels right. Okay,
right, it feels good. Right. And, like, sonically, definitely the upbeat records were a choice. Like, I said to both of them, I'm like, I want to write songs that make people feel good.
Yeah, but at the same time, you listen, you're like, what? But it's still, I don't know, it makes sense. I don't know how, you have to listen to it. To understand it yourself, you have to listen to the tracks yourself, because I'm not describing it to my best abilities. You just have to go listen.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of funny, because it's like, okay, I want to write music that makes people feel good. So they, like, start building this, like, happy track, and then I'm like, I have to write from a personal place, and this is how I'm feeling. So then it's just kind of like the two things crashed. Like, it wasn't a choice on purpose, but once it was kind of happening, we were like, oh, there's something here. Like,
it works.
So yeah, that happens with a lot of my songs.
I keep it to myself. You know, you're just like, what? This is true. You just don't even realize it at the time. But going back to your latest single, Pretty Traumatized.
Yes.
You're writing from a personal experience, and you're getting to work with this great selection of producers, and you are definitely showing a different side to people when it comes to pop, to people in general in pop. Do you feel like your future projects will be coming out in that way, or do you feel it could veer off a little bit different, or you're just here in the now?
I think going back to music being more like channeling than like, I'm going to do this. I think I kind of ended up in a more, like, I call it a pop space, but then, like, my team's like, no. I'm like, oh, like, is it alternative? Like, what is this? So I think you can only really, like, analyze your own songs and what you're creating so much. It, like, tends to be a little bit detrimental, but I think I would love to be, like, genreless. I feel like a lot of artists feel like that.
You don't want to put yourself in a box.
Yeah, I think it's, like, very possible. Like, currently, a lot of artists do it. So, yeah, in that sense, like, I'm open to kind of whatever happens creatively in the future. I definitely have a lot of different sounds that I would like to explore. I'll say that. I get really bored and, like, antsy when I'm not going in the studio. But
okay.
I'm like, this idea, that idea, this idea. So, yeah, there'll be more.
There will be more creativity involved in your music. Got it.
But more of also what I love right now, so.
And with more of what you love right now, you actually came across an award.
I did. I'm a winner.
She's a winner of it was just recently too, of a special contest for, what was it?
It was a Web3 like music contest called We Heart the Art, and I was talking a bit about this the other day. Like, I entered just trying to try new things, and I've been releasing my songs on Sound XYZ, and just trying to try new things, really.
Right.
And I found, like, such a solid community of people that wanted to support my singles in those spaces. And then this contest came up, and I thought, like, okay, I'll apply, but, like, I'm so brand new in these spaces. Like, I just really had no idea what to expect. And as the contest kind of kept going, there were so many people that entered, and I was just like, like, counted myself out. And then really it was announced, like, with one tweet, and I saw my name, and I legitimately fell over. I was like, oh, Okay.
And I doubted even trying to enter in the first place. But
100%. And then I had a full spiral about like, how many times have I done that in the past where I'm like, I'm just not going to do this thing because like there's no way that I could have like gotten something really great out of it. So like, I had a whole spiral about that, but I did win. So
you did. She won.
I was one of many winners, but
you didn't block your own blessing.
Exactly. Yeah, that was a nice feeling.
Yes, definitely, especially after being. And I'm going to bring it up because I feel that this is great.
Yes.
I love saying this. She is a cancer survivor.
I am.
So with all that being said, you're taking on life to your best abilities, and definitely with a newer thought in mind of trying things and not being as scared. Of course, we're going to be scared, but that's okay. Like she was just saying, we were just talking earlier, and the world is scary.
The world's very scary,
and you're going to be scared, but that's okay. That's just us being human. But you tried.
Yes.
You entered. You won, and now your song is minted, and you have more to come. But sorry,
I do have more to come.
I'm going to take a quick pause, a quick break. I'm going to give a shout out to our sponsors. Just like how you guys are passionate about music, we know how passionate our partner, PSS Home Care, is in caring for your loved ones. Home Care makes sure that your loved ones receive every single bit of comfort they deserve right in the comfort of their own home. PSS Home Care offers a set of excellent services ranging from health aid to physical therapy to housekeeping and many more. So if you are from New York area and are looking for someone to care for your loved ones, make sure to contact PSS Home Care by clicking on the link in our description. Don't forget PSS Home Care, because caring is their culture. Now back to our regular scheduled program. I'm here with Sadye, and we're just going over her accomplishments in her music career and life.
Oh my gosh, well, thank you.
Yes. So I want to know, are there any future performances coming up in this year in 2024, or are you still working on concepts?
I am excited to be planning on performing more this year than I did last year. I've been in the studio, honestly, for like a couple years before I started releasing.
You've been doing your homework. Okay.
Yeah, I've been like working, literally just locked in the studio. So yeah, this year I'll definitely be performing more. I don't have any shows like scheduled right now coming up, but yeah, working on just playing more live shows this year because I have been just tied up in the studio for so long.
So if people want to know more about your future performances or updates on up and coming music, what is the best social media for people to follow you on?
I'm Sadye XX on X, Twitter.
Yes.
I'm Sadye XX on Instagram, and I'm Cult Sadye on Twitter.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Cult Sadye on Twitter, Sadye XX on Instagram.
Exactly.
Awesome. Now we do have one more round. It's a little quick lightning round question. No, there's no wrong answer, people. Okay.
I'm excited.
No wrong answer. Just easy peasy lemon squeezy. So here we go.
Okay, I'm nervous.
No, don't be. It's going to be just fine.
Okay.
Okay. Hearts or stars?
Stars.
Nice. Chocolate or oatmeal?
Chocolate.
Ooh. Blue or purple?
Blue.
Me too. Blue all the way. I mean, there's no wrong answer, but blue works, okay?
I hesitated so hard. I'm like, maybe we're connected. Because I was like, blue. Needs to be blue.
It has to. My car is the color blue. I love that.
Nice.
Okay. Hats or jeans?
Jeans. I don't even know like when I wear jeans, but I don't wear hats.
Really?
So jeans.
And I don't know, talking too much. It's probably like 5. This will be the last question.
Okay.
High tops or heels?
High tops, because I am handicapped and I can't wear heels.
Oh, dang. Okay, now we know a little bit more about Sadye. I'm a sneaker girl. Heels are cool. They're cute,
I'm a
but
sneaker,
sneakers.
flat boot, a platform. That's my destiny.
Yes, and I'm clumsy, so it just works. It just works.
Yes.
So thank you again for being my Indie Tuesday Artist of the Day, Sadye.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and don't forget to cop Pretty Traumatized, her latest single. And again, don't forget to follow her on her handles, SadyeXX and
Cult Sadye
on X. So until next Tuesday, I am your host, Morgan Ashley, and wishers keep on wishing.